The call to charity is an essential part of our Christian lives. We are all responsible to be attentive to the needs of our brothers and sisters. Catholic Charities is the charitable arm of the Church in North Dakota, and for many, many decades has been involved in the lives of the people of our state, Catholic and non-Catholic both. And we're here to invite you to participate in the great mission that Catholic Charities has.
It's not about the money, but it takes your generosity, your financial assistance to enable all of us who are actively involved in the charitable works of the Church to bring those to the people who are most in need.
Bishop Kagan and I invite all the faithful and all those of like mind to join us in the work of charity, the work of mercy that Catholic Charities has been all about for so long. We ask you to pray for this work and to support it with your resources to the extent that you're able, and to join us in reaching out to all God's children wherever they may be.
Thank you, and God bless you all.
God bless you.
Well, when I first met my mom, she was Mrs. Weber at school.
Katie was one of my students. I work as a teacher, and she ended up going into foster care. She kept saying that she wants to have a mom and a dad and siblings. We started spending more time with Katie then to see how she fit in with our family, and she was a good fit from the beginning.
Well, my mom was the rock through everything, and just was by my side to let me know everything would be okay the whole time.
When I first knew Katie, she could have made a lot of poor choices in her life, and once we became involved and she knew that she was going to have that stability and that unconditional love, she's really grown, and she just constantly wants to do good. She wants to make us proud.
Well, before I was like, I'm never going to graduate, but I have confidence that I'm going to now.
From the beginning, I just wanted to give her the world, you know, and like she says, I just want a normal teenage childhood.
The social workers and stuff like that were a lot of help too. They'd make sure I had things that I needed.
And the support you have along the way helps a ton, just knowing that you have someone that you can call.
I actually want to be a social worker. Going through the process of being in foster care and everything, and like kind of having that experience to help other kids go through that.
You're going to have bumps along the way, but when you see them growing and becoming who you want them to be and realizing all that they can be, it's huge. It's so rewarding.
It's been crazy, but it's been worth it. I have an amazing family now.
It was so dark. Everything was catastrophic. And I couldn't take it anymore. So one day I texted a friend and he said, I think you need to go to counseling. And I think you need to see Jen Anderson here at Catholic Charities. Growing up in an alcoholic household, I had that demon that I had to deal with. And when my husband and I would interact, we were toxic together. When I finally moved out, I felt a relief and I felt sad. But Catholic Charities and Jen were here to help me through it. I was going to Al-Anon faithfully, and I thought I was progressing really, really pretty well. I get to counseling and something triggered me there, and I just blew up at Jen. And she asked, what do you want to do? And I said, I want to die. I had no idea that I was even thinking this. That night, I was admitted to Prairie St. John's for 4 days. And I laid on the bed crying. And I said, okay, God, what now? And I had a voice saying, I'm here for you. I've been here all along, but the path is yours. You can choose lightness or you can choose dark. From that moment on, I have chosen lightness, and that really, with Jen's help, has been my turning point. So it's just been an amazing journey, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without Catholic Charities.
In Guardianship Division, we provide for individuals with intellectual disabilities that do not have family or someone that can take on that role of overseeing all those pieces.
Well, I've had her for 3 years, and she keeps me in line and takes me out, makes sure I get to all my doctor appointments. I've been really happy with Catholic Charities since.
A guardianship worker just makes sure all the needs are being met.
I really enjoy having her as a guardian because it takes a lot of pressure off my family and off me, because I just go, ask her.
We're a pretty good match.
Yeah.
I'm required once a month. However, I probably see her 2 or 3 times a week. We get the business stuff done, like the medical appointments, and then we have a little bit of fun too.
Yeah.
And going out to eat and
Grocery
going shopping. We've had a very good 3 years.
Yeah, so far. It's more like I just got another sister that will do the medical stuff and make sure I'm eating properly. And just be at the other end of the phone if I ever have questions.
It's just been a joy to work with Sandy. She's a treat.
And it's been a joy to have her in my life. I thank God for her.
I found out I was pregnant. It was a little surprising to all of us. I prayed and prayed to figure out what I was going to do and if I actually wanted to go through adoption or if I actually wanted to keep them, and we ended up just going with adoption through Catholic Charities.
We got married in 2008 and immediately knew we wanted a family. It just never happened for us. We lost 2 children during pregnancy, and that led us on our road to adoption. We got the best phone call of our lives February 15th, saying that Courtney had chosen us. And then March 17th, our 2 beautiful boys were born, and here we are.
So now we have 2 and another one on the way. So we'll have 3 boys this year. God is great.
You know, the first thing that we think of when we think of adoption is going through a Catholic Charities. They were wonderful from the start, from the classes that we took, and then when we did finally get to meet our social worker, Sam, it was just an instant click. We knew we were in the right place, and they were very thorough, very compassionate, very understanding, and they did a great job.
I had a lot of questions actually, like how do you find the right family? How do you know if they're the ones? I was nervous, and the second I walked in there and I seen them, I knew that's the family I'm going with, and there's no one changing my mind about it.
There was definitely an instant bond though between us and Courtney. It was like walking into the room and seeing our family. It was the best feeling in the world.
And I think it's important for the boys to know Courtney. I want them to know that, Courtney loves them and she made a choice, an adoption plan for them because she loved them. and she's part of the family.
I see my family members sitting here watching over my kids for me. And we all love each other a lot.